Hey everyone, this is Finn Goddard. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you are here, pop a like, leave a comment in the comment box, and hopefully I will get to see the comments as they go through. So yes, transforming your perspective on letting go. For me, I've always found that the word letting go, it's like you let it go and it's like something's going to fly off in its own tangent in its own direction and you're kind of like left there and go, my God. When I think about letting go, I imagine myself climbing up a mountain, and I'm using the rope for support to help me to come up. And if I let go, I'm going to fall flat on my back. So, however, I realized having a wonderful discussion with a chat with a beautiful friend of mine the other day that if we change our perspective on letting go, we're not actually letting go, because at the moment we are experiencing a lot of things that are familiar and really comfortable that are falling away and falling away from our lives. And yes, it can be a little bit scary as those things move away and shift out of our lives. However, what's falling away from us, like for me, I've experienced since over the last few years, and particularly since June, that people who were close to me and people who I honored in my life began to fall away from my life and go on their own journey. And at the beginning, it was a little bit prickly and like, oh my gosh, you're my friend, and we're not quite on that same vibration, same level of friendship anymore. But as soon as I changed my perspective and allowed those wonderful people to move and go in their own direction, it became much more comfortable. It became much more freeing, and I was able to embrace it. I, by nature, was born as quite a resistant soul. So when you say let go, it does imply and bring in the energy of resistance. And I think I was probably a super resistant person and very resistant to healing, very resistant to things that were actually really, really good for me, like love. I would be resistant to love and all these wonderful, beautiful beings in my life who loved me so much, I would kind of like run away from them. However, with years of experience, I have learned that it's simply to change the flow, change my perception of letting go. So rather than letting go, you're actually stepping up. You are moving up to the next level. You are, you're taking many leaps ahead. And even though consciously you may not realize that you are leaping ahead and that you are moving forward and upwards and in your own divine flow and in your own divine direction, it can feel a little bit like, oh, okay. But once you align with that knowing and trust, it feels so free. It feels very loving. It feels very compassionate to yourself. And I have learned and I have realized how much I have transformed over the last few years. Hi, Max, lovely to see you here. And I realized how much I have transformed over the last number of years. I mean, when we're born as this wonderful, incredible being, and we're kind of shaped by our interactions and our relations and our responses and how the world responds to us and how we respond to the world. I hope that makes sense. And when as we journey from like childhood, we have that inner child and we like to play and follow our dreams. And when we're a child, people say, what would you like to do when you're older? And you feel that energy of, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be like me. I wanted to be an astronaut. And when I was 15, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And the consultant who came to see me said, you will not be able to fly. And I went, excuse me? You mean I can't fly like up in a balloon? Or he said, no, you can't fly an airplane or a craft. And I thought, oh my goodness, excuse me. I said, well, right, okay. I said, I want to be an astronaut. And he was really quite taken by what I had said. And in the end, I ended up changing my direction and having to transform my perspective on, you know, on my life. And I was having to completely change my career path at the age of 15, having just done my GCSEs at the time. So I went, okay. And what he said to me is embrace this. He said, this could be the best thing that could have happened to you. Yes, there's lots of pros and cons to having type 1 diabetes, but when I changed my perspective and more recently shifting myself into that energy of stepping up and showing up. And I really wanted to share with you that we are all at this moment in time, we're kind of like being, our comfort sort of space is kind of like being pulled away. And it's feeling a little bit like and not so great for all of us. However, through all those layers that are no longer for our highest and best, that we're embracing our true self and really jumping into our oneness with ourselves. So what I would like to do for you all is to, I'm going to do some healing downloads. I've got some lovely cards with me, but I would love if you have any questions for me. And I haven't prepared. Hey Sue, I haven't prepared any notes. I'm going with the flow. I'm simply trusting. Excuse me, I've got a slightly itchy nose. But what I'm going to do is I am going to choose a card, because what's happening is letting go is kind of like a bit of a dirty word. I think it's always been, and I think a lot of people have felt like, you know, I don't like that word. But when you realize that you're actually stepping up and shifting, it can completely change your perspective. And it's also about that wonderful connection that you have to yourself. And sometimes what I find when it comes to rather than letting go, but stepping up, doing like a review, like at the moment I'm doing a review of my business on my website. And I'm looking at what, hey, Faye, lovely to see you. And what I really am doing at the moment is I'm reviewing my website, pop over to it, it's www.finngoddard.com. And I have transformed it in a way that represents me, but I'm also reviewing all my products. I'm reviewing things in my house and looking at how that feels for me. Do I feel joy? Do I feel connected with this product, with this item in my house? And if it doesn't bring me joy, I'm like, okay, it doesn't make me feel very good. So I'm going to transform it. I'm going to take it out of my energy space. And I did a couple of weeks ago a massive clear out under my stairs. And my daughter is a wonderful, and she's like, oh, Mum, you really like that? And I said, well, you know, I'm looking at it now and it doesn't hold the same energy for me when I first bought it, but it's in perfect condition, so I can give it to somebody else who will benefit from it. So in the art of, let's say, doing an energetic transformation and clearing your energetic space of clutter or things that are kind of like holding you back, you become so free. And it's so lovely. I can walk under my stairs now and I can find everything. I can see where my coat is and my jacket. And there were items in that under the stairs that had been kind of like hidden under all that stuff. And what I find when you do a clear out and you begin to sort of like review everything that you have, you actually find lots of hidden treasures. And you're like, oh, wow, I really love that dress, or I really love that crystal. Oh my gosh, how did it find its way under the stairs? So let's bring it back out into the light. It's really life enhancing. So at this time, I would like to, if you would like to receive, I'm going to do a beautiful I'm going to do a beautiful core energy. I'm actually the founder of Core Expansion, which is a really beautiful healing modality that transforms energies from the point of creation to infinity and beyond, and working through your core on all levels. And what I would like to do for you all, because when we are in the energy and the space of shifting and stepping up, sometimes it can feel a little bit bumpy, or we can feel a little bit uncertain. We can feel a little bit scared, or like may not feel so comfortable or confident in stepping up, even though we're being kind of like totally being pushed by the universe to step up and to show up. You know, when you have that wonderful knowing of how to do that and the confidence, it really does transform your approach to it. So I hope that makes sense, because I'm speaking from my own space. So if you'd like to all close your eyes, and I am going to tune in and see which core energies will support you all in this incredible time of transformation, and supporting you in transforming your perspective on letting go, so that you're open and willing and able and excited and invigorated to embrace the changes that you are experiencing in this lifetime, okay, and also in this moment in time. So I'm going to run the core energy of harmony. This is really important, because when we are in harmony, we can flow through these changes and these transformations energetically in a really beautiful and in a divine way. Oh, you're very welcome, Janet, and thank you for being here. So what I'd like you to do is to close your eyes, and I'd like you to take a deep breath in and exhale. And I'd like you to dive deep into your heart. And within your heart, you will see a beautiful pool of golden light. Dive into that pool of golden light and feel that golden light immerse every single cell, every molecule of your being, moving through all your systems and all your organs, through all elements and all aspects of you. And now you're going to find yourself flowing down through all your chakras, right through to the tips of your toes, moving through all the layers of the earth, and connecting in with the heart chakra of Mother Earth, feeling that magnificent love, support, the joy, the excitement, the invigoration of the transformations you are experiencing, shifting out of old energies, embracing new energies. And now in that beautiful ball of golden light, you're going to find yourself flowing up through all the layers of the earth, up through all your chakras, right through to your crown, moving up above the space where you are, moving up above the earth, and soaring into all the beautiful planets, through all the universe, through all the galaxies. And you'll see a beautiful window of golden light. And know that you can trust it is safe to enter into this beautiful golden window. And in here you are in the core of creation. We are going to command that the core energy of harmony, the core energy of peace, and the core energy of divine flow begin to run for you all now. Take a deep breath in, knowing that you are safe and enveloped in that beautiful ball of golden light. Connecting in with all the beautiful spiritual connections that you have within, without, all those that are of 100% pure light. Aligning with your frequency, upgrading your frequency, refreshing your energies emotionally, physically, etherically, and energetically. Bring in the beautiful core energy of love, the energy which embodies all of you. Bring that energy into every moment of your day, into every task, into every inspired action that you have, aligning with all those brilliant inspirational ideas that come into your mind, come into your consciousness, come into your heart, giving you the trust, the power, the confidence, and the freedom to speak and to share these wonderful inspirations that are of benefit to you, but also of benefit to all of humanity. And any energetic storms that you have been passing through, let's bring in the energy of divine truth, perspective, and marking any lessons as complete and gifting you with all your treasures. The treasure of freedom, the treasure of confidence, the treasure of inspired action, the treasure of invigoration, energy, motivation, and anything else that is appropriate for you all at this moment in time. Take a deep breath in and exhale. These energies are now complete, and what we're going to do is bring you back into your beautiful space. In that beautiful ball of golden light, you're going to move through all the galaxies, through all the planets, coming up above planet Earth, now soaring and diving rather into your beautiful crown chakra with grace, with joy, with gentleness. Now moving through all your chakras right through to the tips of your toes, you'll find yourself again in the heart chakra of Mother Earth, feeling yourself connected, grounded, re-energizing you and aligning you with this wonderful new frequencies, integrating all these beautiful energies into every single cell, every molecule of your being. Your conscious, your subconscious mind, your higher self, your inner child, your inner adolescent, and all elements and all aspects of you. Take another deep breath in and exhale, and feel yourself being guided back up through all the layers of the earth into your body, connecting in with the tips of your toes, coming up through your base chakra, your solar plexus, your heart, your soul, your throat chakra, your third eye, your crown. Take a deep breath in and exhale, coming back into your awareness, into this present space, feeling invigorated and energized for your day ahead and for the tasks and inspired actions you're about to take as you transform and embrace your divine freedom, your divine perspective and truth. And when you're ready, open your eyes. How is everyone doing? The energies, the core energies work really, really quickly. They are very beautiful and come direct from source. And what I wanted to say is I am really excited as part of this whole transforming our perspective on letting go. I'm running a really brilliant event next Wednesday, the 15th of November. It's called Show Up and Step Up and Show Up, excuse me. And when we actually step up and show up, we are actually allowing ourselves to truly embrace our own freedom and detaching in a really healthy way of being non-attached to that energy of letting go, so we can be truly free to embrace our divine truth, and also to relinquish any resistance that we may be having. And you know, I have done a lot of work on myself over the last number of years, and It was actually in 2012 when I fully began to embrace my journey back to me. And we are at a time when all of us are being brought back to ourselves and being aligned with our divine purpose too. So when I was made redundant in 2011, it was such a gift from the universe for me, because it really helped me to get back on that pathway and back on that track. And although I had a few distractions, not lots of distractions, but I wasn't fully embracing my divine purpose. Therefore, things weren't quite in alignment with me, and things were kind of like there was a little bit of a struggle and a bish bash going on, to be polite. And when I fully embraced my divine purpose, which is to share the wonderful healing modality core expansion with the world and teach it and practice it, my life changed. And I always am in this beautiful energy of trust and knowing that I have more than I actually need for everything and anything. And it has really opened up so many doors for me. I've aligned with my beautiful tribe family, realigned with old friends who I hadn't connected with for years. And I have never been happier in my life. And I really want to share this with you. So you've had a flavor for the for core expansion today. If you're interested in learning more about core expansion, please visit my website. You can receive the free Rise and Shine webinar, which is on my homepage, and you can also sign up for the three beautiful core expansion energies that you can listen to at your leisure. And I love our time. I feel so grateful and totally blessed that we have been born into this life. And there is so much beauty happening within all that is going on. And there are so many people who are actually stepping up and showing up. And I'm so excited. And I'm really honored to share this with you all. And thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, pop them in the comment box. I have got my phone on. Bear with me a second and I will see if you have made comments, because sometimes the live, there's a slight delay between the actual live comments coming in and me receiving them. So let me see. Let me see. I'm living. So great. Oh, thank you, everybody. So I always find these Facebook Lives quite interesting. I'm still getting I'm still learning how to do them. It's a very different platform, but it's fun and it's so great to be with you all. Listen, have a fantastic day. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email to finn@finngoddard.com and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I want to wish you all a magnificent day and I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you and lots of love to you all. Bye.